Cruz is a guy we've seen a number of times here on Broadway Boxing, and you've always made a great point with Luis Cruz. He's always been best when he's been the aggressor. It seems like when he's tried to box, his fights have gone the distance, but when he's been the aggressor, he's looked very good. Nice. There's his opponent, Bryan Acaba. He's out of Brooklyn as well. Calls himself the Beast.
And he didn't look like a beast yesterday. At the weigh-in, he was holding his 1-year-old son, Justice. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen at a weigh-in. Unfortunately, that's not going to score any points for him once the bell rings.
Yeah, ask the little kid Justice for a high five. He just stared at me, gave me a cold stare.
Next main event on Broadway Boxing, Adams against Justice. And I'm not saying who I'm picking.
Well, you see Luis Cruz here heading to the ring. He's got the pink shorts on, and he says he's wearing the pink breast cancer awareness because his trainer, Marco Suarez, his wife, Emily, beat breast cancer, so he's doing that in honor of her. All right, both fighters are in the ring. Let's get the official introduction. Let's get you up to the ring. Here's Joe Antonacci.
Ladies and gentlemen, DeBella Entertainment presents live from the Aviator Sports and Recreation Complex in Brooklyn, New York, the Battle of Brooklyn. Tonight's bout is sponsored by the Manfredi Auto Group. Shop the Manfredi Way on Highland Boulevard for your best deal. And also sponsored by Everlast. Boxing fans, here we go. 6 rounds of action in the lightweight division. Our judges, Tony Lundy, Robert Perez, Waleska Roldan, and our referee, Sade Murdaugh. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to us tonight from Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York. He weighed in at 133 pounds, blue trunks, gray trim, professional record, 3 victories, 4 defeats, and 2 wins by knockout. Please welcome Bryan, the Beast Acaba. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us tonight from the Bronx in New York City. He weighed in at 137 pounds. Pink trunks, brown trim, professional record, a perfect 4 victories. No defeats. 2 of his 4 victories coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Luis Cruz Control Cruz. Our referee, Sade Murdaugh, has our fighters' final instructions.
A little high, so right here is good. I've already given you instructions. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. When I call for a break, I want you to give me a clean break. Touch gloves and let's go to work.
Luis Cruz, Bryan Acaba. Luis Cruz trying to go 4-0. He's been very active this year, trying to go 4-0 here in 2013. He's an electrifying fighter. Good counterpuncher as well.
Yeah, Cruz likes distance. He likes a little bit of distance between he and his opponent. So how effective he is tonight might depend on how Acaba approaches this fight.
Well, Cruz likes distance because trainer Marco Suarez teaches them to punch, land the shots at the end of their punches. So he's getting comfortable and more relaxed with distance and learning how to punch from there.
Both guys have found the range early on with the jab. One thing Acaba's going to have to be cognizant of is Cruz is very good with that left hook, especially when he comes to counter. There's a right hand to the body by Cruz.
And Acaba needs to establish some real estate in there. Most of his movement so far, although it is early, has been backwards. So he needs to really establish the real estate in there and don't give Cruz that mental advantage of pushing him backwards.
He's picking his shots carefully, but he's been effective with that jab.
Right hand missed by Cruz. Here's a left hook by Acaba.
One thing Cruz is doing that I'm not in love with, after he punches, it's almost as if he is anticipating getting hit. So as soon as he punches, he's taking a half step back.
Right, he's pulling out. And Acaba needs to pick up on that. Let's see if the corner can really get him to that for the next round.
Minute left in this round. Luis Cruz has been deliberate with his shots thus far. Here's a left. Acaba returns a left of his own.
Yeah, and it's clear that Acaba is waiting for Cruz to stop punching to counter punch with a left hook.
And he comes forward. Acaba does. Cruz ties him up.
And it's a different Acaba now. In less 30 seconds, 45 seconds, he's been coming forward. It's playing right into Cruz's hands.
Well, I think Acaba senses that the left hook is there as long as he's moving forward. So he only throw the left hook when he's moving forward.
Final seconds of round one. Luis Cruz finishes it off with a combination. Cruz and Acaba going 6 rounds as you take a look at Luis Cruz. And Bryan, I remember the last time we watched Luis Cruz fight, and you made the interesting point. You said, you know, he's got to figure out, is he a brawler or is he a boxer?
Yeah, it's sort of odd and difficult for young prospects because, you know, once you get the experience level, you understand your identity. You understand who you are inside the ring. When you're younger, it's harder to really... Nice left hook to the body there by Cruz. When you're younger, it's harder to really establish an identity because you want to blow people out. You want people to talk about you. But Cruz, he can bang a little, but I think it serves him better to get into a boxer's mode and just connect as guys either coming in or in the shots.
It's an interesting idea, the idea of a ring identity as Cruz develops, because if you fight one way and say, I'm going to fight that this way and do it well, then it's up to your opponent to let hook down.
Yeah, he rocked him. He rocked Acaba, and Acaba's hurt up against the ropes.
He actually did not go down.
He did not go down. Here's a right hook.
And Cruz is being a nice guy there. He backed up, thinking Acaba was going down.
The body shots have taken effect on Bryan Acaba.
Nice left hook shot.
And there's another, and Acaba's out.
On his feet.
On his feet, he is out.
And you know what? If you weren't clearly watching, you may think Cruz did a cheap shot there, but he did not. Hands is free. Your hands free, you punch.
Well,
the referee was about to step in, but he didn't.
Right. And I think Murdoch did a good job, the referee, because he took the time to look. Why is this fighter, why are his hands down? Why is he seemingly quitting? Well, he wasn't quitting, he was hurt. And good job to not let Cruz land a couple more shots.
See, and you can see Cruz corner complaining about the stopper, saying he got hit on the break, but he did not. I'm sorry,
Acaba. Let's take a look at what hurt him. That was the hook there that hurt him.
Well, the body shot right before that hurt Acaba. And that short left uppercut there dazed him a little. Here's the end of the fight. Nice left hook to the body. Acaba's trying to fight his way off the ropes. Here, Murdoch about to come in. Cruz lands a nice short left hook, another one. Murdoch is in position to see the action there. That's when he called it off. So although you may say he got hit on the break, he did not.
No, he did not. And one other quick point. Acaba, that was not ruled a knockdown when Acaba was against the ropes there. It could have been. You could have, I guess, argued that the ropes kept him up. It turned out against him because a 10-second break would have actually helped him a little bit.
Good point, Steve.
We're headed to a break. We'll have the decision when we come back.
Well, look who just rolled into town with one big gift. Ram 1500 with best-in-class fuel economy, and Ram 3500 with best-in-class torque, best-in-class towing, and best-in-class payload. With these trucks, sometimes you can pull off miracles. Hurry in, only 2 days left for some of the best deals of the year at the Ram Big Finish event. Get a low-mileage lease on Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab for $189 a month for well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles.
I once won a bunny rabbit.
I once won a crossbow.
A gerbil.
I once won a grab bag of different potpourris. There was berry patch, apple cottage, gingerbread.
An oven mitt.
An all-expense-paid trip to Philly. You ever been to Philly? It's like punishment for winning.
Signed divorce papers.
A bag of wine.
Win good things. Really good things. Play Be a Winner in the New York Daily News.
I once won a chance to wrestle a bear.
A new way to win every Sunday.
So Luis Cruz remains unbeaten as they continue to tend to Bryan Acaba inside the ring.
And it's funny because I said Cruz was being a nice guy 5 seconds before the knockdown when he backed up. This time against the ropes, you can see here, he smelled blood. He's going for it. His hand is free. They say when you got a hand free, you punch. Referee came in, saw a hand was free, and he backed up. Then he positioned himself better. Let's see, as Steve said, why is Acaba hands down? Acaba hands was down because he's knocked out.
Well, let's take you up to the ring, Joe Antonacci, for the official announcement here of this stoppage.
Boxing fans, the time, 1 minute and 24 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO, still undefeated from the Bronx in New York City, Luis Cruz Control Cruz.
Luis Cruz, now 5-0 after this TKO stoppage here in the second round. An impressive fashion for him.
Yeah, we were talking about his ring identity before he so rudely interrupted us by scoring a knockout. His ring identity, just do that again, Lewis, and you'll be fine.